Hey everyone, I'm here today with Lorena Patzer at Works of Wyoming, a nonprofit 501c3 gallery here on First Street. So can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing here today?
Sure. Works of Wyoming is to support Wyoming artists. As she mentioned, we're a nonprofit gallery, a 501c3, and we support Wyoming artists. And that is what we do. It can be women, it can be men, it can be students. We support all of those.
Part of our community?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about what inspired Works of Wyoming exactly?
You know, we've been downtown at the local downtown location for 4 years next month, and it did start at the Civic Center briefly before that. And actually there was a project about 15 years ago. It was called Yinspiration, and it was started by some of the people that are involved with it now to help women. A lot of us were stay-at-home moms, start up a business and become productive and self-sustaining with those businesses. So this is kind of the fruition of it, the actual gallery that was talked about then.
Oh, so this has been going on for about 15 years now?
Well, there was a pause in there, some moving forward and getting things started. And so this has been here, I believe, about 5 years in Laramie. And it supports the artist. And then we get to help them provide a venue. And this is just one of the ways that we can help them get their business going.
Excellent. Okay. So I understand you promote a lot of artists and craftsmen all over Wyoming. How do you think you would help them develop their businesses or skills?
Well, the Works of Wyoming is a project of the Wyoming Women's Business Center, and that is also under the SBA. And so how we help them is, well, number one, with the gallery, we give them the venue for selling, and we work with the marketing and the branding to help them present their work. We help them with the pricing. We also provide roundtables and workshops for them. Those are recorded, and they're available on the YouTube channel for the Wyoming Women's Business Center, and anybody can access that. That's free information. We also have a business counselor and a financial counselor on staff, and for any Wyoming resident, the counseling is free to them. So if you need help with the startup business, a business plan, maybe the first step or the next step, we also have, through our financial counselor, shared savings and microloan programs available.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds like you've been working on it for a very long time. How long have you personally been involved in this?
Almost a year.
Ooh.
About 11 months.
Okay. And you started about last summer, so.
Mm-hmm.
For the project, do you have any long-term goals or short-term goals in mind involving the community or anything like that?
You know, the main goal is for us to help the artists be successful, whatever their definition of that is. A lot of them have the goal of being a professional business. But when you own your own business, it's a lot different story than to be an employee. And so sometimes there's a lot of growth involved in that and a lot of help and support. Not all of our artists have that goal, so we help them reach whatever goal it is that's available to them.
Oh, okay. So you just provide them the tools to reach their skills and their
Exactly.
own goals. Okay, That's great.
And we encourage them to stretch a little bit too, because sometimes they don't realize what potential they have.
Oh, yeah. So make them more comfortable in the community.
In the community, we support the community, we support the artist. Most of our artists are between Cheyenne and Laramie, but as I mentioned earlier, we do support any Wyoming artist. So all the way across to Jackson, the four corners of the state, any artist is able to participate. We do a jury process for the artist. We ask them to provide 4 to 8 pieces of work so we get a good overall view of what they do. And then those that are accepted through the jury process, we do have a small membership fee, which gives them several benefits. It is a 70-30% commission. We take 30%, and the artists are paid once a month. We're excited. We are also in the process of launching an e-commerce store. So we will start selling not only to our tourists, but coast to coast and eventually go globally.
Oh, expanding. Okay. All starting right here? That's
all
really
starting
amazing.
In Wyoming, getting the Wyoming out to the four corners of the world eventually.
That's good. We should expand that. And all right. Well, is there anything you'd like to say to us before we go?
Well, the main thing is we'd like to thank all of our local and our non-local patrons for supporting our Wyoming artists. I know they certainly appreciate it. They appreciate the venue, and we appreciate those who support them by purchasing their artwork.
Excellent. Okay. Well, I'm Chloe Mendez with Lorena Patzer here on First Street at the nonprofit 501c3 gallery, Works of Wyoming. You should come on down. There is art for sale, art displayed around, and come check us out.
And thank you very much.